1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Can we have the slides? The video crew. Thank you so much. Okay, we are starting now, so please take your seats. We have a little bit of delay, but this should not set a precedent for the following slots. We just ran out of slides, Marek and I, for the keynote, for the welcome speech. That's the only reason. Now, I would like to introduce Marek, ZK Warsa's co-founder and now also co-founder at Vileja, who's been with the ZK Warsa community from almost the earliest of days. And the ZK Warsa community has been the origin for what you see here. It was Marek's idea back in the days to turn a meetup that was a very small grassroots kind of meetup with a few people coming together in a restaurant to read academic papers together into something more of a conference. And this culminated in the ZK Warsa Day 23 last year in a venue 4 times smaller than this one and with way fewer participants as well. And so now, today, we are opening Verifiable Summit, the second full-day conference by ZK Warsa. And I think Marek would like to talk about that.
Welcome, welcome. It's great to be with you today. And so that was Orest Tarasiuk, co-founder of T1 and original founder of ZK Warsaw, who we work together, and eventually we have the Verifiable Summit today. So we're super excited. We're super excited because it's very exciting times in the Ethereum space, in the blockchain space, and in the cryptography space, and we never hide our roots in the blockchain space. And we believe cryptography is in a very exciting moment where it will have more practical impact on our lives than ever before. And we're super happy because blockchain made it evident and make a lot of money flowing into the cryptography space. And thanks to that, there's so many fascinating topics we can talk about today on other conferences and things we can work on. And there is plenty of different themes that we're gonna talk about today. There is obviously zero-knowledge proofs, which is the frontier of the new cryptography front related to blockchain space, but not only to blockchain. We have fully homomorphic encryption, which is coming also to the blockchain, and it's also, we've seen a lot of breakthroughs in FHE in recent years. We have secure multi-party computations, MPC, which are already a huge part of advanced cryptography happening around the blockchain. And we have trusted execution environments. So that's something that's been around for a while, but now it seems there is a new wave of startups exploring what's possible with, in regards to practical application, where we can build with trusted execution environments. And then we have one more thing that usually is not talked about in the context of blockchain, yet very interesting, which is quantum cryptography, which we believe is also a little bit on the side track when it comes to the blockchain space, but it's a very mainstream field of research when it comes to cryptography in general. So we thought it's really important that we kind of help connect those two words together. Hence, we're gonna have some exciting talks about quantum cryptography. If that's something that you're not very familiar with, those talks should be simple enough to understand for the beginner cryptographers. And maybe that being said, it's important to say that we're gonna have all kinds of talk for the beginners, for engineers that wanna get general idea about how things work, and we're gonna have advanced talks for those who want to evolve their knowledge and skill set in cryptography, and then we're gonna have very theoretical talks as well, so everyone should find something for himself. Orest, to you.
Well, not really. It was Marek and Marek's team, Vileja, who knows the venue inside out, so maybe give us an intro.
Absolutely. So this is the main stage. we're going to have, aside from the main stage, we're going to have a side stage and we're going to have a workshop room. So to go there, you have to go all across the corridor next to the entrance, and side stage is just in front. But to get the workshop is a little bit behind, so we have to go there a little bit from the side. There's going to be screens, so there's going to be information there how to get there. So you should be fine. If you find yourself in the need to go to the toilet, there is one just on the right from this as exiting from the main stage. And if you're across the corridor, there is another one over there. You should be able to find it. It's next to the workshop space. And there's going to be a lunch in the middle of the day. So that's going to be right outside the main stage. So that's basically the area we're going to go around. And it's a beautiful weather today. So feel free to, there is a wonderful patio. So feel free to use that. And yeah.
And if you don't want to use the weather, feel free to connect to the Wi-Fi and do some work. You have the name here, and you can use the QR code. If it's not too small, it's probably too small.
Let's give 1 minute for everyone to make a photo or scan a QR.
And you get to learn some Polish doing so. It's kind of hard to spell these out loud.
Konferencja. Good. I'm looking at the room. There is still plenty of people making photos, so let's give it a few more minutes, a few more seconds.
We should have had photographers take a picture of the room as everyone is scanning.
Everyone is
this exciting.
Look how
project.
awesome we look. Everybody's making photos of us.
Okay, I think that's it. So now the agenda is not legible at all because we have such a packed schedule. We have 3 rooms. This is the main stage. We have the side stage and a workshop room that are a bit smaller. And you can go to verifiablesummit.com to be able to zoom into the agenda. What I wanted to highlight is that there will be regular networking breaks at 11:30, so that's in 1.5 hours, and at 3 and at 4:30, on top of the lunch break at 1. So there will be plenty of opportunity to network, to get to know each other. And because of that, I'd like to encourage you to check out the talks as they unfold. This is the first time we're doing not 1, not 2, but 3 stages at once. And so we don't want you to miss out on those.
All right, and yeah, we would like to thank our sponsors, without whom we couldn't have made it. So Opacity, if there are Opacity people in the room, give us a wave. Woo. So Opacity is working, so there's gonna be a presentation and 2 workshops from Opacity today. They work on web proofs, so that's something we're also working on, so stay tuned. There's gonna be, so web proofs is a topic that was on everybody's mouth, it seems on everybody's mouth last week on Twitter. So we have 4 different presentations and 2 workshops about that, so stay tuned. And then we have Aleph Zero. Aleph Zero is building L1 based on ZK proofs, but also recently they started building layer 2, and we're gonna have some great talks from them. So make sure you don't skip on those. And Aztec Labs, who are building privacy preserving layer 2 for Ethereum, they also with us. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, for sponsoring, and we're looking forward to your talks. And just want to say, make sure you come to those, and yeah, give me a nice round of applause.
But that's not it. But just to speed up and not set a precedent of being late, we have base and starter sponsors, provably T1 and Golem. We also, since the early days, again, have been lucky to be supported by the ETH Warsaw team. We are an event that's happening 1 day before the main ETH Warsaw event. And still, we are very proud to say that we have speakers coming just because of ZK Warsaw, or just because of Verifiable Summit. Still, ETH Warsaw has been an invaluable source of inspiration and experience to doing this, to making this happen. And also, we are proud to be supported by the ecosystem support program of the Ethereum Foundation. That is always an amazing thing. And finally, a big thanks goes to Vilea, who's been so kind and so professional as to make this event, for me, it's very special to make this event fully hands-off for me. Like, I didn't even know what the venue was, and this is so cool. I'm really grateful to you guys.
Oh, I think it's the last slide, is it?
It seems so. The slides weren't made by us either, so enjoy the rest of the event. We will start the first talk here and also in the other stages as per the agenda.
So I think the talk starts in 10 minutes, so we have a little of a break. So maybe I'm just gonna finish by saying what a wonderful weather we have today, and we're organizing this wonderful venue, which is National Library, and it's just next to Pola Mokotowskie, where there's a wonderful park. So after we finish, and if you still want to talk and still want to hang out, I really encourage you to explore Pola Mokotowskie, which is a huge park. Many of you probably know, but many of you don't. It's a beautiful park with lakes, with places where you can grab a drink, with places where you can sit, and bridges and all that stuff. So keep that in mind for the rest of the day. We're gonna have a beautiful afternoon as far as the weather forecast seems to be saying. So thank you one more time for coming and enjoy the show.